guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dragonfly Destiny. Long time no see. I think I have just been so busy with all the things, but today I am back with a pick a card letter from your soulmates. So I just want to do this pick a card to, for people who are missing their soulmates or are lonely, feel like they're in isolation, not connecting to people. So this might cheer you up and know that you are always connected to someone that will care. So these are the piles. We have pile 1 with this envelope. These are tiny envelopes I bought. It's so cute. And the stone is the pearl. For pile 2 is this beautiful floral red flower envelope, and your stone is Rhodonite. And pile 3 is this sage green envelope, and your crystal is Selenite. And lastly, pile 4, this beautiful envelope. And this pile 4, your envelope, and your crystal is Aquamarine. So yeah, pick whatever pie you are drawn to, and I'll see you in your pie. Bye! Hello pile 1, for those of you who chose this pearl, this envelope. So let's see the letter from your person who simply loves you more than life itself. So they wrote, here is your letter. I didn't put in the envelope because it's too small. Dear you, I sometimes forget what my life was like before I met you. Walking through this world, my eyes closed. Amongst people, I converse, I connect, and I look into their eyes. I didn't realize the level of depth I was missing until you. I get to meet you, know you, and love you. Even with your eyes closed, you could see through me. Your presence jolts me right awake. All these times, I was missing you before we even met. And you bring me a sense of wholeness, a sense of home. My life has become so much cozier since you come along. And I want to tell you that I love you so. I did love my life before. I built an ideal life, cozy place. I drink my favorite drinks every morning. I take care of my health. Jogging in nature is my favorite thing. Watching my favorite movies, doing my favorite hobbies. I loved my life, but then when I get to just spend a moment with you, somehow you trigger something in me. Things I settled for started to not feel enough. The life that I've built become my comfort zone. Then my cage. With your voice alone, you took me out and showed me a new life. Life that's more enriching, with depth and unknown. I have to admit, at first I was scared, but with your eye wise looking back at me and said, let's go. With just that, I jumped with no hesitation. Because loving you, I have no fear. Know that I would do anything to show you how much I love you. Love you so. They sign off, I love you, and name. So, yes, Byron, that's your letter. And the card that you get is, you get the Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, this whisper of love called I love you. And affirmation quotes you get: I forget what I was like before I met you. And it's not about obtaining worthiness, but recognizing you already are. I was missing you before we even met. So this person mostly want to say that you bring a sense of home and wholeness into their life. They don't know how they could love someone so deeply. And I think you coming into their life redefine a new form of love for them. A love that is quite deeper than they realized they could feel. A sense of love that similar to a mother's love to their child. And that love would be described as unconditional love. So pure, so innocent, without expectations. Maybe with this sense of unconditional love you ignite in them, they feel for you. It helps them with self-worth, recognizing that somehow being able to feel this love that you trigger, help them know that and recognize that they are also worthy. They might have suffered with a self-esteem issue growing up, or like they might have a mother wound growing up, or the mother might have passed away when they're very young, so they might grown up without a mother, and they might have been missing that love. Or simply meeting you, they know that you are going to be the mother of their child. And this person is very big on words of affirmation. They love saying I love you. And getting to know you and be with you, maybe you also help them to love themselves in a way. You also might be the one expressing love to them a lot, or encouraging them, giving them a lot of encouraging and loving words. It might be the first time they say the I love you to someone, and vice versa. And this might also help them express love from themselves as well. It's a domino effect. They might start expressing love to the people around them as well. Their loved ones, their families. It's like you're teaching them how to express love in a more authentic and pure way. They're not afraid to say those words anymore to themselves and to the people around them. And it feels like their world now is just full of love. Before, there might be a bit avoidance of thinking about how they were feeling about themselves. You might help them or trigger them directly or indirectly into contemplating that. It's a very classic form of love where they love you so much that they want to be the best person themselves. They want to improve. It's not like they hate their life before, but it was just very normal. They did enjoy their life before, but somehow you bring a more heightened sense of enrichment. Like they said, they enjoy life, they drink their favorite drinks in the morning, but now that you're with them or they met you, the taste of their favorite drink become much more fulfilling. And there's a softness, that washes over them when they get to know you. A soft and gentle stride to their walk, a lighter movement, a more caring words are said, melting. Yes, but that's it, part 1. To conclude this or sum up, they just want to say that I love you to you. That's mean a lot to them, and that's their message to you. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Hello by 2 for those who picked this pink envelope with a red flower and the gemstone Rhodonite. Welcome to your pie. And this is letter from your person. Dear, and then your name. I think about you all the time. You are on my mind when I am grieving, when I try so hard to fight this life. But the thought of you made me surrender. Surrendering to the possibilities of life, that it doesn't have to be so hard all the time. Sometimes my heart doesn't have to break, and I don't always have to get the bad end of the stick. Maybe healings will happen, and everything I've been through, the harsh truth, the heartbreak, the silent crying, and the loneliest of nights, and the desperate curve of affection, these made me hard and guarded. I put up 10,000 walls to protect myself, but maybe those walls can come down eventually when you come to me. And my commitment to war of love will be the ghost of the past, and instead I will try to build 4 walls of a house instead of the 10,000 walls of different reasons why love can't reach me. Your present quiet those mean thoughts, even if it only for a second. Your smile softens me and gives me a glimpse of the future. A light bulb moment came on. Suddenly I remember why I was fighting this whole time. Even though there were many times when I wanted to give up. Thoughts of why bother trying when I will never get what I want. But you, standing in front of me, is the universe's way of telling me, yes, child, you were wounded, but now it is time to heal. Because the universe has given me every reason to. Because the universe has finally given me you, the cure. Now my life isn't something I fight for, but with you, it is something I love. My world and their name. So that's your letter part 2. And your card, you got number 50. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. The 3 of Swords. The 7 of Wands. Just because you can take it doesn't mean you have to. Suffering is not a superpower. People like to focus on the things they couldn't have. If I can't find a cure, I fix you with my love. And if you say you're okay, I'm gonna heal you anyway. Promise I'll always be there. Promise I'll be the cure. The cure, Lady Gaga. Things are taken care of. Soon it will be clear. Hush down, little birdie. You have nothing to fear. An original poem, Lullaby by Ripavi. So message from your person, number 33, might be a sign. Their message to you is just that they just want to tell you that they have a hard life full of betrayal, hardships, difficulties that make them a bit guarded, a bit wounded, a bit hard, and a bit fearful to open up again. They are going through a healing, specifically now. In that healing journey, maybe they will eventually come into contact with you, or you already know each other. But when you get together, it will be the end of the healing journey. If you don't know each other yet, but somehow you're going to play a crucial role in the healing journey. Going to be a big part in them realizing it's worth it to open up again. Yes, I think they are grieving right now. They pretty clear in the letter that they think of you, whether you know them or not, while they're going through a grieving period. They might have just lost someone important to them, a parent, or something that was quite significant in their life, a foundational entity in their life, maybe a grandparent, maybe a pet, or even the previous relationship. They might just gone through a divorce, a breakup, something that left them quite vulnerable and hurt and a bit pessimistic, if I want to be honest. And when they want to be optimistic with life, I think they just think of you, which gave them a hope for a better future. Maybe you might be a portal in a timeline where they be healed, because in the letter they talk about you being the cure. Maybe you're a healer and your presence is very healing to this person. And whatever they grieve in the past, they might lost a home or something or someone important that they're grieving. Meeting you, before meeting you, they thought they can never be happy again. That sounds extreme, but they thought they could never build a better home or better relationship. It really took a toll on them. This grief is a big heartbreak, but you signify that actually you can actually have a better future. Maybe they try to convince themselves in the past that they were happy with where they're at, if they were in a relationship or if they were in a location. Maybe the life was hard for them because they tried to fight this urge to change. Or if they weren't happy in the previous relationship, they fight that feeling and continue to fight for the relationship, even though the situation may call for to surrender. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I was just saying, not gonna lie, Pi 2, whatever they were committed to in the past weren't quite happy. So it was inevitable that they have to let it go and say goodbye, specifically to meet you, because they have to make room for a new beginning with you. But it was a big lesson for them to learn resilience and perseverance but most importantly for surrendering. They might have a dream of wanting like a family, a strong foundation to build a family, a beautiful home. But if they were to stay where they are previously in the past, I don't think that future won't be possible. The mindset might be a little bit negative before they meet you, or if you know each other right now. But they are going through a big transformation where previously they might see life as a burden to carry. Something will shift in them by spending more time with you, and maybe you're an optimistic person and your will rub off on them, making them see that life is not a burden but something to be enjoyed. They might revolve their world around you by two, not in a codependence way, but because there's a contrast where their previous world was a bit depressing and sad, but when you come into their world, it's much more happier and beautiful. And they're going to be very, very grateful for your presence and the positive and healing energy that you bring. And they're going to be quite dedicated to building a future with you. If you want pets or children, anything you want. And they're going to be even more dedicated to their healing journey. And they might have, not going to lie, they might have chronic depression, but they are fighting very, very hard every day and doing everything they can to cure their illness. They are doing that already, but with you in the picture, it is much, much, much easier for them. Okay. Thank you so much, part 2. That's your message from your person. See you on the next one then. Bye. Hello, pie tree, and for those of you who picked this envelope, a green envelope with white flower and the stone Selenite. This is your letter from your soulmate. So they wrote, "Dear you, I sometimes wonder if I could ever trust again. Would this isolation have a destination, or am I just going in circle? It's hard to remember now what it was like to care about somebody, to truly connect. It's just an indication of how long it is I have been alone. People I unwillingly parted ways. Relationship I sacrificed, I gave up in the face of kindness, but hardly. It is the coolest thing in the world that they let me let them go. It's so disheartening when I push people away and they just stand there, doing nothing, didn't fight, didn't protest, didn't try to reconnect, didn't ask if I am sure or am I just hurting in the moment. I was hurting so much and I cry, but they made it the easiest thing in the world to just walk away and break this bond I treasured. Why is it so easy to break a bond and so hard to build one? Just one word, a hint of hesitation, and I would willingly stay, and I would look the other way. But in the end, it was too easy to walk away. Because of this, it is hard for me to give my heart away again and care for someone. I hate to feel like this. That's why you're confusing to me. I lost my common sense. And I think to myself that it makes no sense why I care about you or about anyone again. Why would I put myself in a losing position again where there are chances of falling apart? Because honestly, I am scared that this bond I built with you won't last. That it would make us second guessing ourselves and eventually gives up because I've been there before. That's why I'm afraid to try again. But my heart is forcefully cracked open by the hope and eagerness in your eyes. So what I call mine is now yours. We will make the hard decision together, because anything you want could not be wrong. And if you say you want me to stay, then I will stay. And if you tell me to go, then I will ask you, are you sure? Because I will fight for this love. I promise I won't give up and lose faith, because you make me believe in the power of love, and it is the strongest force I have ever known. Yours forever. And then their name. So that's their message to you, Pi Tree. And the card I pulled for you is the Empress in reverse. The Strength in reverse. An oracle, anything you want could not be wrong. Don't wander away from yourself to get close to someone else. My heart is full of you, I can hardly call it my own. If you do not know which way to go, go into the unknown. And then you got number 43, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstand every situation. So for your message, Pi Tree, from your soulmates, they state clearly in the message, in the letter, that in the past or currently, if you know them, they've been very, very hurt by someone in their past before. It could be a romantic relationship or a paternal or maternal relationship, someone they trusted, but eventually they had to parted ways and let them go. And that relationship, they took a hit from it very hard, makes them lose trust in people and make them not believe in true connection. They were very, very hurt by this loss, and their heart hardened after this situation. I think this might happen before meeting you, like a big heartbreak. And for the longest time, they thought they couldn't get over it. And I think they justify by thinking that it's easier for them to just not connect again and not try to compromise themselves and put them in a position where they might lose, per se, or vulnerable, or I don't know, it just didn't pan out well for them in the past. It hurt them very much. They might have to sacrifice something. Maybe they had to move away. They had to give up assets. They might have to... It did break them, to be honest. And make them lose faith of love altogether. Make them don't believe that you can love a person that much to go through everything in life with them, the good and the bad, and come out still strongly bonded. Like, it might be like very dramatic situation they had to go through that made them lose someone they trust, like bankruptcy, mental illness, a hard time in their lives, situation where bonds and connection are tested and your values are tested. It hit them hard because deep down they believe that love should adore any hardship and should elevate and help those hard times to be easier. But whatever happened to them in the past, it was the opposite. It hit them harder. So when they were in the lowest low, the people they trust just wasn't there for them and even hit them down even harder. What they have adored alone, and they deemed that loveless, no connection can ever truly go through a hardship. Because at the end of the day, your own suffering, you have to suffer it on your own. This is the mindset before. And whatever hardship you have to go through, it's easier to go through it alone, they think. And whatever company you have would make it harder. That's what they conclude from this hurt. That's what they got out from this situation. But then I think the universe doesn't like people being so pessimistic. In a way, there's part of them that doesn't want to lose this belief or doesn't want to believe that the power of love is not that strong. It's their energy is kind of contradictory, and maybe that's why you come into their life or will come into their life to teach them that love can be the most painful thing in your life. Yes, that's true. And it also can be the most healing thing in your life as well. It's like, what's the poison? That's the remedy. What hurt you will heal you, something like that. And they, not gonna lie, when they meet you or when they come in contact with you or when you connect, they did try to resist this connection and would pretend or doesn't really accept why they would care about someone again so much. Because they don't want to. It's just fear, I guess. Fear that their hurt will repeat. Some of them might be aware, some of them might not, but the ones that are aware, they might hate this feeling. I think it's just easier for them to go on to lie oblivious alone, but deep down they do yearn for that connection. I think your enthusiasm to connect with them, to be with them, to get to know them might really help a lot. 1010 might be a significant number. All in all, I think you two are coming together because you have a shared belief in love. You both want a love that's lasting, that endure all hardship and won't lose faith in any situation. You want a love that's so strong that it will endure any turbulent seas and nothing can break you two apart. Nothing will come between you and forge this belief that it is the strongest force if you are willing. And I think both of you eventually will be willing as you get to know each other. You two will be willing to make it work, willing to face any challenges together, and you will build such a strong bond that would last not just in this lifetime. I think it will last till many, many lifetimes. And yeah, where they lost faith in love before, you as their soulmate will come in to restore that faith. So that's it. They might tell you that later on, during if you want to get married, your vow, or along further down into your relationship or something, they might confess how significant and crucial you are in their life. if they get a chance, if you know them or if they're coming into your life. That's the gist of the dynamic anyway. So that's your message, Pie 3. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Hello, Pie 4. For those of you who choose Aquamarine and this envelope. So this letter from your soulmates, they wrote, "Dear you, my love, would you dare take a chance on us? Now that I know you exist, how do I not love you? Please just forget your past. Forget about everything else. I know it's hard to believe, but you're my soulmate. You are my love, and I choose and want to be with you. Let go of your doubts. I wouldn't have any other ways. Before you, I hesitate to give all my love to someone. I hesitate, and each time I do, I lost a little hope. I lost a little bit of hope. Because I thought love is grand gesture, explosive, and something far away, like the stars in the sky, where I try time and time again to reach. I thought love requires something else, something that I don't have or provide or can't provide. A too high of a price, and it would give me a feeling of lack every time I yearn for love. And all these love of mine stay stuck within me with nowhere to go. It's there when the sun is shining. It's still there when the leaves are dying. It is something I tend to have in abundance, but when I try to give it away, my fear of not having enough creeps in. This stops me in my track, and I stay where I belong. But loving you grants me a new sense of love I never felt. Something that changed my life forever. Because loving you gave me confidence and a sense of sureness. I know you're all I have. All my love is dedicated to you. And that, for the first time of my life, it's enough. It made me realize that yes, the star, although dying, is beautiful. But so is the flower on this sacred ground. Your soulmate and their name. So that is your message from your soulmate, Pie 4. And the card you get is Justice in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse. Oracle, your future self is watching you right now through your memories. Now that I know you exist, how do I not love you? If you believe you can or cannot, you're right. Stretching his hand up to reach the star. Too often man forgets the flower at his feet. And though you may not know when your gifts may lead and it may not show at the start, when you live your dream, you'll find destiny is written in your heart. And the oracle you get is number 23, take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So the messages for you, Pie 4, your soulmate, they want to tell you that all their lives, they did hesitate on falling in love or taking a chance. They might have some type of insecurity. It might be financial or the circumstance, something that they thought they lacked growing up. It might be a sense of confidence that they lack, or that a feeling of not having enough for the person they love, not having enough to offer. Like if they have a crush on someone, they might compare themselves to other potential candidates and see that other people might have more to offer than them. And that, of course, make them insecure and instill a sense of injustice within their psyche and a sense of insecure, lacking in the confidence. Maybe they have a very high standard in love, like the quote, they're trying to reach for the stars, forgetting about the flower at their feet. Maybe a belief in love that they want to tell you is that they might have too high expectation of love or too idealized belief in love, a rose-colored glasses maybe, or a fantasy, an illusion of love that they thought they can never reach. This make them a little bit hesitant to offer love to people around them and blind to the thing that they can offer. They might not know that they can offer a lot in love. They sense that they do have abundance in love. Maybe their love or their heart chakra is a little bit blocked, or somehow they can't access it. Might be blocked from past life or when they were a young age or through a traumatizing event. But yeah, that make them a little bit fearful and scared of any form of love, basically. But that's why you two are soulmate, because they stated from the letter for the first time in their life the same love that they felt that make them cowardice or scared or running away. Loving you feel different. Loving you feel courageous, expansive, and ready. They urge and encourage you to forget the bad experiences of love in your past, because they will do the same, so they can take a chance on this love with you that will change both of your lives forever. Your love make them appreciate not only the star in the sky, but the flower too. And with the aquamarine, you two might give each other a sense of calmness. Water, you might love being near water with them. You might travel together. A sense of calmness and sureness and pureness within this connection that make them not hesitate to jump in the chance with you. It might literally unblock their heart chakra, giving them access to their future self, where decisions where they feel like they would regret it if they don't take a chance on this love with you. Their or your favorite color might be blue, or their favorite crystal or your favorite crystal might be aquamarine. Number 2, number 3, and number 5 might be a sign. But connecting with you and loving you will open up not only their heart chakra, but a flow of abundance and love within them that will help manifest other material abundance in their life. If they are insecure about their financial situation or something that they think they lack in the 3D, loving you will connecting with you and loving you will give them the necessary courage for them to pursue those and take those circumstances in their own hand. It will help them to learn to love openly, letting go of the fear, and learning to receive as well. You two might move to another country together or travel somewhere far away together, because in a way your love will give each other a sense of courage and might help you to pursue things that you were scared to do alone, but you will do together. Yes, this love is quite unstoppable, and in the sense of sureness that they won't give up on you, and they know that you won't give up on them as well. So that's your message from your soulmate pie 4. Thank you so much for listening. Like and subscribe for more pick a card reading, and I see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.